Hi everyone, so today I'm doing the collab with the Faithful Fab ladies and we are doing the 70s this month. So I am starting with foundation and they did more like a sheen or pearlescent glow for foundation, and the natural and youthful looks were more popular, so they used more sheer products. So I did go in with a sheer foundation from Bare Minerals. 70s makeup was different. Everyone had like a different take on foundation. I know like the disco makeup was very popular, or like the Farrah Fawcett type more natural makeup was popular. That's kind of what I did in this video, a more natural approach to it. But brands did start to steer away from old fashion portrays of women as sex objects and homemakers in the 70s. So consumers wanted more natural products with better ingredients, so brands responded by emphasizing the so-called natural ingredients in their products. And then disco had glittery, glossy, and shimmery makeup. Donna Summers was the disco queen. I love Donna Summers. Punk makeup was also highly expressive and worn by men and women, which included pale skin with dramatic eyes, brows, and cheeks. During the 70s, the makeup needs of women of color started to be better recognized. It led to the launch of new makeup brands like Fashion Fair, debuted in 1973, featuring Natalie Cole and Aretha Franklin. Brands started to expand their ranges to include makeup for darker skin tones. Avon was ahead of the brands. It had black female representatives in the 1950s. But yeah, I just blended everything with my fingers because I figured that's what they pretty much did. And I did go back in with the Coty Airspun loose setting powder that I used in my, I believe I used it in the 1920s and the 1930s. Coty Airspun did come out in the 1930s. Some fun facts about 1970s makeup is the 1971 highly painted doll face inspired by the Art Deco rival. 1972, the Walt Disney princess look after makeup artist Barbara Daly created Snow White look for Vogue using Mary Quant makeup. 1975, the Perriot heavy mask-like foundation and Cupid's bow mouth British Vogue created the look for the Christmas cover. But I am going with bronzer all over the face, and bronzer was pretty popular in the 70s, like the tan skin. People wanted to be tan. A lot of tanning lotions were advertised in the 70s, and it was applied all over the face. And I did choose a more orangish tone because when I looked up the bronzer, there was this one and it was like in a powder form and it looked more orangish reddish. And for blusher, everyday blusher was natural. From mid-70s, blusher was applied more prominently with defined stripes on each cheek. Blusher came in various formulations, including powders, gels, the Charles of Rich Gel Cheek Pomade, and creams, Yardley's the Apple Polishers. So I did go in with a more warm peachy blush. And for brows, thin to medium in thickness, and they would use a pencil, and thin brows started to become in fashion again, or people just didn't do their brows at all. Honestly, a lot of people would wear their natural brow, but yeah. So I just went in with the pencil and just lightly filled it in and brushed it out. I didn't do anything very special. And for eyeshadow is always so fun. Blues, greens, and earthy tones and purples were popular. White and silver to highlight under the brow bone. Eyeshadows were matte or pearlescent or iridescent sheen, like a frost or a velvet formulations. Pressed powder, liquid, and creams. Creams came in a small pots and stacks, tubes, or stick forms. Liquid came in squeezy tubes and tubes with blush applicator. Powder came in loose powder in tubes with a sponge applicator or as a pressed powder pot. Compacts with several colors were available. And they also had eye crayons, look like kids coloring crayons, available from several brands: Max Factor, Boots, 17, and Revlon. So I went in with this like light green because I seen this color popular in a lot of the advertisements for eyeshadow. And I did bring it under the same color because that's what I seen in the advertisements. And I did go in with the lightest like shimmery shade to highlight my brow bone and inner corner. I guess that was a trend that carried over from the 60s. And eyeliner. It was worn on the upper and lower lids. Punks, goths favored heavy approach. Eyeliner came in a pencil, liquid black, blue, green, gray, burgundy, and brown. And white and blue were popular with teens. I did just go with a brown liquid liner. I just did my normal line that I do on a daily with a brown because I thought it was more natural. Kind of going for that summer 70s look. And mascara. The old black mascara had now given way to the tube and wand mascaras. They came in many colors: black, brown, blue, green, and gray. Brighter colors were made like turquoise, raspberry, and lavender. Some women still wore false lashes. However, a more natural approach was favored. So I just went in with my Tarte mascara and I just did my normal upper and lower lashes. Now lipstick. So deep fruit colors like plum, mulberry, cranberry were fashionable in the early 70s. Pastel shades like peach, raspberry, and pink were worn throughout the decade. Earthy colors and nudes were also popular, so I did go in with a pretty nude color from Wet n Wild. Red lipstick did make a comeback in the early 70s. Lipstick with a sheen were fashionable. Gloss was applied over the top. Lip liner was used to shape the lips. It was the same color in the lipstick, so it didn't stand out. And I did go with the gloss because in the 70s, that's when the roller gloss became popular. I don't own a roller gloss, so I did go with a ColourPop thick lip gloss, but super shiny gloss came in sheer colors like pink, plums, nudes, and clear. Flavored gloss was also available. But yeah, that is it, guys. I will have everyone linked down in the Faithful Fab group. I know Faye usually does do the collab, but check it and see if other ladies do too. See you later. Bye.